I do.
Yes. And officer, please state your full name and then spell it correctly.
My name is Clinton Campbell, Clinton Campbell.
What do you do for a living, sir?
I am a detective with the Henderson Police Department. I work as a digital forensics examiner in the lab.
What does a digital forensics examiner do?
Conducts digital forensics on electronic devices.
And can you explain generally the process by which you do that?
Yes. Most of the devices we encounter are cell phones, and we'll get a cell phone from an investigator or a scene, and then take that cell phone to our lab to conduct an examination on it.
Okay. Have you received specialized education and training in order to do what you do?
Yes, I have.
And can you describe that briefly for the jury?
Yes. I attended courses at the National Computer Forensics Institute, which is put on by the Secret Service. It's a facility in Alabama where they train in digital forensics. With that training, I received certifications through Cellebrite as a certified operator and a certified physical analyst. I also received a certification with Magnet Forensics as a certified examiner, and I'm also a certified examiner with NW3C, which is the National White Collar Crime Center.
Okay. So the jury understands you and other detectives divide up duties when it comes to a large investigation such as this. Is that right?
Typically, yes.
In this particular case, Detective Luke Good kind of focused in on the CDR or call detail record mapping stuff. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yep.
Detective Spangler handled the Burla mapping, correct?
Yes.
And what was your main role in this investigation?
I conducted examinations on the cellular devices.
And so I want to ask you generally, when you receive items of evidence, do you document that?
Yes.
And you essentially create your own report,
Correct.
and then that report ends up getting copy and pasted or whatever into like a main officer's report.
Yes.
And in this particular case, how many devices did you receive for examination?
I don't recall. I'd have to see.
With
my
looking at
report.
the main report, refresh your recollection?
Yes.
Page 7. Doesn't have page numbers on it, but I counted them last time. May I approach?
Yes.
So starting down here, you see your name there?
Yes.
You need your readers.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Does that refresh your recollection as to the totality of number of devices? And you can keep going if you need to.
Yeah. Yes, there were 11 devices. I also conducted an examination on the router at the residence.
Okay.
So technically 12 devices.
Technically 12 devices. So, in looking at this report, does it appear to be consistent with what you initially documented and then provided to Detective Ozawa?
Yes.
So with that in mind, I'm going to go through the devices you received and just have you acknowledge yes or no, did you receive them, okay?
Okay.
Samsung Galaxy ZFold cell phone.
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy Note 8 cell phone.
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy A52 5G cell phone.
Yes.
Apple iPad 6 tablet.
Yes.
LG GBX ThinQ cell phone.
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy A52 5G cell phone, another one.
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy Tab A tablet.
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus cell phone.
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy S5 cell phone.
Yes.
A Lenovo tablet.
Yes.
And HP laptop.
Yes.
Okay. And so when you receive all of these devices, is it you and you alone that starts to analyze them, or are you working in tandem?
We'll work in tandem typically.
Okay.
Just depends on the duties that are happening at the time.
What types of tools are you using to analyze these different types of devices?
We use hardware and software that's made to analyze the devices, and specifically we'll use like gray key or magnet forensics devices and software, as well as Celebrite.
And are you trained in all of those different softwares and hardwares?
Yes.
Is Celebrite the main one that's used for cell phones?
Yes.
And was that done in this case?
Yes.
So, of the 11 devices, did I ask you in preparation for this trial a few weeks ago to go through and see which devices were active during an operative time period?
Yes.
And did you then narrow the devices down to those that were active during August 6, 2023, around 9 or 10 p.m. up until about 9 a.m. on August 7th of 2023?
Yes.
And did you narrow that down to 3?
I did.
May I approach?
Yes.
Before court today, did you and I and the defense attorney and their digital forensics expert sit down and go through a whole bunch of exhibits that we're both going to be addressing?
Yes.
You recognize these 3?
Yes.
This would be 4, 5, and 6.
Yes.
And are these downloads from those 3 devices you narrowed down to active during the time period?
Yes.
I move for the admission of those.
What are the numbers?
4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6, any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
4, 5, and 6 will be amended.
Thank you. Permission to publish?
Permission granted.
Publishing 4. So in Exhibit 4, we have item number 2, note 8, Johnathan timeline. Is that correct?
Yes.
When you add the title item number 2, is that 2 on that list of all the 11?
Correct.
Okay. And then it says note 8. What does that mean?
That is the model of the device.
And then it says Johnathan timeline.
Yes.
So when you go into Celebrite, Celebrite hardware plugs into the actual phone itself, correct?
Yes.
And then that hardware and software extract the contents of the device.
Yes.
When you extract the contents, are you attempting to extract every possible thing on that phone?
Yes.
It's like a little computer, right?
Correct.
So you're trying to get everything from it, and then you can focus on different categories, et cetera, once you've taken everything from it.
Yes.
And in this particular case, with this exhibit 5, we've narrowed the timeline a bit because I would imagine that small computer has a whole lot of stuff on it.
Yes. Yes.
And so here we have 5 subfolders. And before we get into them, I want to ask you, why do you title it Johnathan? Are you able to go into a device and determine ownership?
Yes.
How do you do that?
By looking at the data that comes from the device, typically there's an owner will assign a name to it or an email, and we'll use that information.
Okay, and so you confirmed this was the Johnathan device, correct?
Yes.
So 5 separate folders. I'm going to start with call log. And I open that up just for the jury, since they're going to have this in the back. What does this PDF mean to these folders up here?
So the folders that are included with the PDF are dependencies or folders that are needed to open hyperlinks that are in the PDF. So if there's a photo or some other link that you need to open, then in the PDF you can open it straight from the PDF, but it's in those folders.
Okay. And so the PDF starts with on page 1, or it is 1 page, I apologize. Call logs, correct?
Yes.
And this shows, this first one in column 1, or I should say in row 1, says 8/7/23, 7:24:50 a.m. You see that?
Yes.
And it says UTC -7. Does that mean that this exhibit is already adjusted out of UTC time?
Correct.
So this should be our Pacific Daylight Time, accurate time on the date in question.
Yes.
And it shows some missed calls here.
Yes.
And then it says like the name, one's a private number, one's mom, another's mom. Then we get into Tracy Willette, private number, Tracy Willette. You see that?
Yes.
Okay. And so when I close out of this, why are these folders included in the exhibit basically?
They're typically included when the report is created, so that if there's any data that or hyperlinks that need to be linked, they would be in that folders.
Okay. And so this one looks like just a random or generic image.
Yeah.
So, but anything that's relevant to the PDF is contained up here.
Yes.
Could be audio, could be photo, could be any number of things.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to close out of that. Move on to Exhibit 6. For the record, this says item number 3A52 Deviere timeline, correct?
Yes.
Then inside, oh, looks like the same title. And then we have several subfolders here, all associated with the Deviere phone, correct?
Yes.
Let's start with messages. So again, inside the message folder, there's a PDF, and then there's 3 subfolders, right?
Yes.
All right. And so this would be, the PDF, I'm sorry, would be the messages that you extracted from the phone during the operative time period.
Yes.
All in chronological order, not pulling stuff out of it, correct?
Correct.
Like not picking and choosing, it's just, it's a line,
Yeah.
a timeline.
Yep. From one time frame to the next.
Got it. And then again, whatever is up here would be associated with the PDF in that exact folder.
Yes.
You have web history, UFDR locations, searches, messages, locations, images, call log, and audio, correct?
Yes.
When it comes to, if the jury sees these folders that say locations or UFDR locations, explain to them, is that something that you rely upon to determine the phone's location or not?
Not necessarily. When it comes to locations, the way that the Celebrite software pulls those out, it will pull from multiple databases, and some of those locations won't be as reliable as others because of how they're obtained by the device. For instance, if you have locations that have to do with navigation, those are going to be more accurate than ones that have to do with like a weather app or something like that. So some of the locations, the time stamps may not be accurate. So it's hard to take every single location we get in these reports as, gold. We have to be careful. And Celebrite actually provides a document that shows which databases are more reliable than others.
Okay. So I'm going to row 43, just picking a random one here, August 7th at 4:18 a.m. There is a latitude and longitude over here, correct?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. So I'm going to be able to access here because I'm on here. Okay. So I log out of this.
Then maybe plug in there.
Okay. let's do it this way. In preparation for this case, I asked you if you were able to determine from this where this Deviere device was throughout the night and into the morning of August 7th. Do you remember that?
I do.
And there are a bunch of GPSs, and we had a discussion about spot checking them and putting them into maps.
Yes.
Fair to say that there is not a single location in this phone away from the Porcupine Rim address during the operative time frame I've been discussing.
The time frame being
The-
10 p.m. to 9 a.m.
Yes.
And this is,
This is
yeah, that's correct.
the
Yes.
Deviere device.
Yes.
So if you put in that lat long, it's going to show it at the Porcupine Rim.
Yes.
But what you're telling the jury is that that's not necessarily as reliable as you would like to rely on.
Correct.
So when it comes to location data, even though it shows them at Porcupine Rim all night, they need to be relying on the CDR cell towers for location.
It's a second verification. Yes.
Okay. And if the jury wants, they can just check these on a map,
Yes, they could.
Latin law.
Yes.
In this particular device, did I ask you to look at this device and see if you could tell whether the person who had this device was using it throughout the night into the morning hours that we've described?
Yes.
Were you able to see if there was active use on the phone?
There was some. Yes.
What was that?
There was some Instagram use. There were messages I think sent. That's what I can recall right now.
Okay. So, are there going to be artifacts on a phone if, for example, if someone leaves a phone alone, goes somewhere else, and that phone receives, say, an email in the background, is that going to show as received?
It can show on the phone. Yes.
Okay. But you do have ways, for example, with Instagram to see if someone's actively using the device.
Depending on what database that data comes from that you're looking at.
And with this exhibit, this Deviere phone, this device, was it in use, like active use, not passive use,
At certain points, yes.
throughout the evening
Yes.
and into the morning?
I don't recall the time frames for into the morning.
Can you look at, where can I go to show you, or to verify? Was it the web history?
Well, these are just specific to the time frame, and we've pulled out just the messages, just the searches. So I don't. You'd have to pull up the UFDR report
Okay.
to see some of that other stuff.
And the UFDR report is actually the whole thing?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to pause there. We're going to have a break, and we might do that
Okay.
a little bit later. So let's move on. Going now to exhibit 4. That says item number 1, ZFold Devyn timeline, correct?
Yes.
This particular device, did you actually download this 2 times?
I only downloaded it once.
You being your team.
Yes.
What was the purpose of doing it twice? Like, why would you have to do it twice?
I'm not sure on why the detective wanted to do that, but I could assume.
Okay, well, I don't want you to assume, but fair to say you're asked to check it once up until August 7th when the phone is seized,
Yes.
and then you're asked again to do it all the way up until August 16th or so?
Yes.
Okay. So within this folder, we have a whole bunch of subfolders yet again, correct?
Yes.
And this would include messages, locations, images, calls, and call logs, audio, UFDR locations, web history, correct?
Yes.
And so as an example, let's go to the call log. Once again, in that subfolder, you have a PDF and then some supporting folders, correct?
Yes.
So with this particular device, I'm going to jump down to rows 17 to 18. Or no, let me back up. So let's start with 10:58 p.m. That appears to be an outgoing call to Deviere at 10:58.
Yes.
Then there's a bunch of these Michaels home incoming. Does that mean this phone is receiving calls from Michaels home?
Yes.
11:11:40, 11:12, 11:13, 11:13, 11:14. You see those?
Yes.
And these are missed calls.
Yes.
11:16, 11:18, 11:20. You see those?
Yes.
Some of those went to voicemail.
Yes.
Some were, and none of them appear to be answered, correct?
Correct.
And I'm going to keep scrolling. All missed up until 11:59 p.m., correct?
Yes.
And then at 6:54 a.m. there is an answered call from a unsaved number, I guess, 485-5180, correct?
Yes.
That would be outgoing.
Yes.
And then an outgoing call to Johnathan Willette at 7:24 a.m.
Yes.
And it says answered.
Yes.
At 8:13 a.m. outgoing call to Johnathan Willette and it says answered.
Yes.
These are all the supporting files, correct?
Yes.
And that would be the same for any of these folders that the jury would like to open.
Correct.
At some point last week, did I send you a bunch of DFL Celebrite reports that the defense had provided me for you to verify?
Yes.
And did you in fact verify those they're from the phone, they're from the devices, they're actually contained within the devices?
Yes.
Mike, I'm going to need your exhibits just to see that.
May I approach?
Yes.
And just for the record, the things you reviewed started with defense A through Z2, and you and the defense attorney, myself, and their expert went back and verified these in the back room before trial.
Yes.
There are a couple of very specific items I asked you to look into. Is that right?
Yes.
There was a suggestion that there was a gun photo on Deviere's phone from August 7th. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And did I ask you to look into that and say, hey, was Deviere looking at a gun photo on August 7th or creating one? You remember that?
I do remember that.
And did you create a separate report for that?
Yes.
Showing you 651. Does that appear to be the 6-hour photos that we referenced?
Yes.
And Judge, I'd move for the admission of 651.
Any objection?
I could approach briefly.
Yes.
with the emission of 651.
No, no, Commissioner.
651 will be in there.
This is in.
Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah, it's a blank page, that first one.
Sorry. This information on the third page, what is this telling the jury?
It's basically the version of the software that we used, and then the device information or the source extraction.
Got it. And so these photos were what I asked you to look into?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start as an example with 12, row 12. What type of information do you have about this device? I'm sorry, this file.
Okay. It shows on that first pane the name of the photo itself, what it was named, as well as the path that you can find that in the database. Then that second pane shows the metadata for the photo, meaning the camera that took the photo, the model, what time, different information about the photo itself, and then obviously that last one is a thumbnail of the photo.
What does capture time mean?
That's typically when the picture was taken by whatever camera or device.
So these all appear to be 7:15 of 22, right?
Yes.
Nothing on 8/7.
No.
Show you another one. $664. What are we looking at here?
I did a reverse image search on one of the photos in question.
What does that mean?
It means you can take basically a image or a photo that you have, put it into Google. Google will look at that picture and tell you if it exists anywhere else on the internet, for instance.
And this is with specific regard to a gun photo that I provided to you that was provided to me by the defense.
Yes.
I moved the admission to 664.
Any objection to 651?
No, Your Honor.
654 will be in there.
Thank you. So showing you the second image there, this one is the image in question, correct?
Yes.
Purported to be Deviere on August 7th, but you actually researched that, correct?
Yes.
What are we seeing here?
So I placed that photo in Google Images so that I could do a reverse search, and it was on several different websites. This one was one of them. It's like a concealed carry website where they're advertising.
Okay. And what does cache data mean?
So applications will cache photos into folders or databases so that you can see them later more quickly. If you're familiar with like internet cookies, it's the same. It's a similar concept where it'll fill a folder with photos. For instance, if you're scrolling on Instagram, it will cache photos that you may not have gotten to yet in that feed, so that when you get there, or if you have a poor signal, you'll be able to see those faster.
So fair to say that this particular image is not an image captured on Deviere's device on August 7th of 2023.
Yeah, it was in a cache folder.
May I approach?
Yes.
Showing you 667. My kid would have a field day with that exhibit number. You recognize this?
Yes.
This is one that was prepared just in the back with defense counsel and their expert. Is that right?
Yes.
I move for the admission of 667.
Any objection to 667?
No, your objection.
Okay, 667 will be a minute.
Fair to say this is a text conversation between Deviere Willette and whom? Is this the one with Dad?
1536.
Let me just go back.
Yeah.
Dad?
Yes.
And this is several pages. The jury will have it if they want to look through it. But there was some text messages referenced on the very last page, 37. Where apparently Dad is finding out Deviere is married to the defendant. Does that look about right?
Yes.
And then there's a last text between them was July 2nd of 23, and it's to Deviere, Dad saying, hey.
Yes.
Did you want that? Did I highlight that? We moved the admission of 608.
Any objection
It's
to
just the
608?
I don't know why it's set up.
Any objection to 608?
No, Your Honor.
608 will be a minute.
May I approach?
Yes.
Showing you 614. Recognize that?
Yes.
And is that an image from the defendant's phone?
Yes.
The Devyn phone?
Yes.
Move for the admission of 614.
Any objection to 614?
No, Your Honor.
614 will be a minute.
And that's just one of many family type photos.
Yes.
Showing you already admitted 431. Have you ever seen this image before?
Yes.
Okay. This was suggested to be an injury. Did you look into this phone and do some research on whether or not that was an old healed injury?
Yes.
May I approach?
Yes.
Showing you states 665. Recognize that?
Yes.
What does that appear to be?
Photos of a hand injury.
Okay.
Move the admission of 665.
Any objection to 665?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
665 will be a minute.
And just for the record, I'm putting back up 431. That was the right hand first two knuckles, the pointer finger and the middle finger, correct?
Yes.
I'm just going to jump to, let's start with page 1. You find some images where Deviere had a pretty significant injury to those fingers,
Yes.
and the dates associated with those photos.
Yeah, I can't read that on the screen. Sorry. December 5th of 2022.
We've got some digger photos just to show you. So page 7, page 8, see that?
Yes.
Fair to say pretty significant gashes to the pointer finger and the middle finger at the knuckle.
Yes.
There's actually some medical paperwork too.
Yes.
December 19th, 2022 is the date. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have your exhibit U? U?
I gave him all the exhibits.
It shouldn't be, if it's here, then we need that. The one I'm getting are all right there. That's that.
What do you mean?
And U was not included in that stack, so it should still be in the back.
It is admitted.
No, U is not included.
So would it be you're not admitted?
Information of what?
What is this?
L.
L? It's for you.
L through U, in a Johnathan?
Good job.
No, Judge.
Okay, with L through U will be one?
Sorry for the confusion. So, defense L through U is a conversation that I think the jury has seen part of this. Liar, cheater, liar, cheater.
Yes.
Who is this conversation between?
This is between Devyn and Deviere.
And then there's a bunch of stuff on and on, relationship stuff. And it ends at U, it says clearly not cheating.
Yes.
What's the date and time on that?
I can't see it,
Let
sorry.
me zoom.
8/5/23 at 5 a.m.
Okay. That's not the last text in that chain, correct?
No.
Showing you exhibit 666.
Yes.
This includes the last text on that chain, correct?
Yes.
I've moved the omission of 666.
No objection.
666 will be in there.
So on page 1, this is the liar cheater stuff, right?
Yes.
I want a divorce, a bunch of back and forth. Keep your alcohol. I'll see you when I'm off. Don't bother. It's not a bother. I really am over this. Honestly, sounds like personal problem. Just relationship stuff, right?
Yes.
And then at the end, what we see is that conversation goes on. Some cheating accusations and stuff, right?
Yes.
And I want to focus in on this last one. What are we looking at here?
It's a message sent on 8/6/23 at 10:36 p.m. from Deviere to Devyn's device. Says, "See you when you get back. I'm going to sleep. Girls are in the living room."
At 10:36 p.m. on August 6th of 2023.
Yes.
You need to do these and these two I saw.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. I will pass the witness.
Well,
Your Honor, may we approach real quickly?
yes.